Thank you for tuning into our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an Amazon Associates business for sale in the security niche. Created in April 2017, this business makes $2,756 per month in net profit, and the listing number for the business is 45205. We do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the businesses they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Dimitri, thank you for coming on here today. How are you doing?
Hi, Jake. I'm doing fine.
It is truly a pleasure to have you on here to discuss this Amazon Associates business with you. And I really love that model. But before we dive into the questions that I have for you, I want to go ahead and run through a little quick summary of the business. Again, the business was built in April of 2017, has a monthly revenue of $3,113, expenses of $358 to make for a net profit of $2,756, which is generated on a 7-month average. Included in the sale of this business are the primary domain and all site content and files, social media accounts, and associated domain. Dimitri, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yes, of course. I worked for one company a while ago and I didn't like many things there, so I decided to quit. Then I started a client business. And in 2017, I decided to try to do my own project because I had a lot of free time and I read a lot of different blogs about Amazon Associates program. So I decided to start affiliate website. That's kind of the story.
So why did you settle upon the Amazon Associates model rather than something like AdSense?
Because it's easier to start and it gives more money than AdWords.
Mm-hmm. So when you look back at the last year, you notice that this business has seen massive growth in the last few months. So what
Yep.
is the biggest contributing factor to that growth you've seen?
I wrote many articles for my website a few months ago, and now they starting to rank higher in Google. So that gave me such growth.
So with this growth you've seen, why have you decided to sell the business today?
Well, because I decided to start Amazon FBA. I want to try myself in product making and sell products on Amazon.
When you look at the business as it currently stands, you mentioned that it's grown recently because you've written a lot of content. Currently, do you write all the content for the business?
No, I don't write content by myself. Almost all of articles were written by freelance writers.
And are those writers willing to continue working with the business when a new owner takes over?
I can't speak for them, but I can give a contact so a future buyer can speak with them.
And would the content contributing to good SEO be your main source of traffic, or do you have any paid traffic?
No, I don't have any paid traffic. 100% of traffic I get from Google.
Have you looked into starting social media channels or growing an email list or something like that?
I tried to, but it didn't work for me. So I abandoned that idea and didn't continue to do that. It required a lot of time, which is not the case for me. So no, I didn't go very deep in social media.
What opportunities for growth do you see a new owner being able to take advantage of if they were to try to grow the business?
The easiest way to continue to grow the business is basically to write more articles in the niche, and that's all I can suggest. You can also try to manipulate the conversion rate on the pages, but that requires a lot of time. So if the future buyer will have some time, he can try to manipulate the conversion.
Mm-hmm. And with that said, your biggest path to growth, you think, is just adding more content and driving more organic traffic. So
Yep.
with that said, you, the owner of the business, are not writing the content. So what is there to do for you? Take me through the weekly workflow for you with this business.
Writing the tasks for freelance writers, editing it sometimes. I publish articles on the website by my own. And that also takes some time. And sometimes I do basically building like forum posting or blog comments.
Do you feel like there are any potential risks associated with this business that a new owner should be aware of?
Except the Google ranking or usual risks like Google and Amazon, nothing comes in my mind. I mean, I didn't do any PBN link building and stuff like that. This project is totally white hat, so I don't see any problems and any risks except the basic ones like Google and Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, there's basic risks to any online business, but you don't feel like there's any sort of risk specific to this niche or the products that you're referring to?
No, 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 no.
What advice would you have for someone who wants to get started with their own Amazon Associates site?
What advice?
Yeah, what went well for you and, what advice would you want to pass on to someone else?
I was always trying to find low competitive keywords where is no review websites or minimum review websites at the top 3, top 5. And that worked pretty well for me. You can see that on the graph, revenue graph. So I guess my model is pretty much working.
So, would you commit to a non-compete for this niche?
Yes, of course. I won't compete.
And how much support are you willing to offer a new owner during the transition period?
I can offer 1 month of email support and 1 Skype call during the months. And also as a bonus, I can give 10 keywords I'm planning to write articles on. So,
Are you open to negotiating on something like an earnout?
yes, I'm ready.
Thank you, Dimitri, so much for the time today, but I do have one final question for you. So, given your experience with this business and then putting together all that we spoke about today, why do you feel like this is a business worth buying?
First of all, it's not a seasonal business. Once again, you can see it on the graph that it's constantly growing business. And regarding to the niche, you also can understand that I think you will agree that the products of this niche aren't seasonal and the people will need, for example, safety products all the time, no matter it's winter outside the window or it's summer. People always will want to feel themselves and safe.
Absolutely. I mean, there definitely is no seasonality to these products.
Yep.
Dimitri, thank you so much for the time today.
Thank you for having me, Jake.
If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and if you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to this marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the listing site and want more information, become a depositor today. When you make the deposit, one of our business advisors will be in contact with you, and you will be given everything you need to review this business. Have a great day.